Have you ever heard the phrase, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek, and thought to yourself, well, isn't that super inconvenient? Yeah, I've thought that too. What's really going to get you is the fact that this is an incomplete quote. And you see this a lot with like really popular quotes that they're like incomplete. Jack of all trades, but a master of none. That's the part people know, but the part that they don't share is the Jack of all trades, master of none is still better than a master of one. Which again is messed up because the unfinished part of the quote really changes the meaning of the quote. So, what is the unfinished part of the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek? The missing part of the cave quote, in my opinion, is this: make sure that you're looking for the right treasure. Because there's so many people, especially with the internet, that are looking for treasure that does not belong to them, that is not actually valuable to them, that's not even relevant to them. But because they saw someone online flexing their treasure, they're thinking, oh, I need to get that treasure too. Based off of your body graph, your treasure is going to be different. My treasure is a little something called surprise. For this generator, it's called satisfaction. For the projector, it's called success. And for the manifester, it's called peace. So before you enter into the cave that you fear to enter, hoping to find the treasure that you seek, run your body graph, figure out what your signature is, and then consider this. This is especially true for people with a lot of undefined centers. Is the treasure in this cave that I fear to enter actually the treasure I'm seeking? Or is it the treasure that everyone thinks I should be seeking? Or the pressure of social media and society telling me that I need this treasure? Like, it could save you an entire lifetime of entering into caves thinking you're going to find treasure and actually finding nothing at all. Oh, but overcoming your fears is an achievement and a treasure within itself. Right, but also going into caves that you fear to enter and finding the treasure that's actually meant for you is kind of better than going into caves that you fear to enter and not finding treasure. Right? So, like I said, if you want to discover the treasure that's actually relevant for you, generate your body graph on my website. That's step number one. Step two is then figure out what your signature is. Then figure out what your strategy and authority is. Start to use those two things so that you actually manifest your signature and not the opposite. The signature of manifesting generators and generators is satisfaction. The opposite, the not self of that, is frustration. The signature of a manifester is peace. The opposite of that is anger. Signature for the reflector is surprise. Opposite is disappointment. And the signature of a projector is success, the opposite of which is bitterness. Which, side note, if you experience frustration, anger, bitterness, or disappointment, you're probably entering into a lot of caves that you fear to enter that don't hold the treasure that you seek. What works for other people may not necessarily work for you, and vice versa. Which is why tapping into your human design is going to save you so much time and energy, you literally will not believe it. I've been doing this spiritual thing for like a baker's dozen years, guys, okay? It's been a while, and I can tell you with confidence, this is the best way to do it. You can run around without a map, you can explore, you can do all that stuff, but eventually you're gonna wanna use a map. Especially when you start to experiment with your strategy and authority and you see how much better you feel when you're manifesting your signature as opposed to your not self. Now, this information is not always going to be accessible or as affordable as it is right now. So go to reikimarco.com, generate your body graph, and either get yourself a report, book a session, or download the app. Start experimenting with your human design today.